Welcome to our Jeremy Ranch Market Update. My name is Ron Wilstein and I'm a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties Worldwide here in Park City, Utah. Thank you for joining me for this presentation. We're going to take a look at the Jeremy Ranch real estate market. Before we do get started, I just want to mention that you may want to grab a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, and I'm going to try to anticipate your questions through this presentation, but if anything comes to mind, just jot it down, and if by the end of it I haven't addressed it, feel free to email me at ron@thewilsteinteam.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. If you happen to want me to contact you by phone, include your phone number and a preferred time, and I will be happy to do so. With that in mind, let's hop right into our topic. I want to begin by looking at the Park City real estate market, and then we'll dial down and look at specifically what's been happening at Jeremy Ranch. Over the past 12 months, we've seen 1,397 sales in Park City. Now, this consists of homes, condominiums, and vacant land, and this is all real estate companies combined. This data is from the Park City Board of Realtors, and so it represents the entire marketplace. The good news is that's up 12% or 152 sales from a year ago. Now, let's see what this consists of, because some of it's homes, some of it's condos, some of it's land. And we're looking at data here that is from April 2013 going through to the end of March 2014. That's depicted by the red bars, and then the blue bars is a 12-month period right before that by way of comparison. Well, homes represent a 7% increase in the number of sales, climbing from 531 sales to 569. Condominiums also rose, in this case by 15%, climbing from 539 condo sales up to 621 sales for the Park City market. But the biggest increase was among vacant land. Lots increased by 18%, selling 207 lots compared to 175 the year before. But everybody wants to know what's happening with prices. Are they going up? Are they going down? Well, let's take a look. The median home sold prices for that same period of time, April 2013 through to March 2014, in the Park City limits rose by 14%. The year before, the median price was $1,100,000. This past year is $1,250,000. So very nice appreciation. In the Snyderville Basin, which is typically regarded as the county area of Park City, increase was also substantial with 11%. Here the prices rose from $642,500 to $713,000. Condominiums within the Park City limits was pretty flat, slightly dropping less than 1%, actually $500 when you compare year over year. So it was previously $490,000 was the median sold price. This past year, $489,500, dropped by $500. It's an even market, pretty much unchanged. In the Snyderville Basin, the values climbed by 24% in the condo market, rising from $270,750 all the way up to $335,000. A very nice increase. In the lot market, this is where we saw the majority, or the biggest jump, if you will, and that is in the Park City limits. The prices rose by 31% from a median sold price of $515,000 all the way up to $677,000. And the Snyderville Basin rose by 30% from $239,000 to $310,000. Very positive news. The reason why we're seeing the activity picking up both in terms of number of sales and prices climbing in the lot market is because our supply of homes is dropping off in condos, and so buyers are turning to buying land and planning to build the home that they want. I put this graph up here because it allows you to see the transition over the years as to the Park City real estate market. 2005, we saw the height of the market with 2,912 sales. This is, again, homes, condos, lots, all real estate brokerages combined. That was the height of the Park City market. Then the recession hit. Then the mortgage crisis hit. And we saw a huge drop, and we saw 4 consecutive years of decline all the way down to 687 sales in 2009. That's a 77% drop off from the height of the market to the low of the market. The good news is from 2010 and following, we've seen a steady increasing of number of sales, very balanced, not out of proportion, and so our market, Park City, is very strong right now, and it's nice to see this progression. Now let's turn our attention to Jeremy Ranch. Home sales in Jeremy Ranch are up 20% over the past year, and this is seen in relationship to the year before, 61 sales this past year, 73 sales, a nice 20% jump in terms of transactions. But let's take a look at absorption rate. In Jeremy Ranch, properties are selling at a wonderful pace. This is incredible. One sale every 5 days. Now what absorption rate is what we do is we look at the number of properties currently on the market, and based upon sales over the past year, we mathematically figure out how rapidly properties are selling, and then we make projections as to how much inventory we have. Well, based upon sales of one sale every 5 days in Jeremy Ranch, and there are currently 20 homes on the market in the Jeremy Ranch neighborhoods, this equates to a 3-month inventory of properties for sale. Now, it's important that you realize that the National Association of Realtors says that a balanced market, even balanced between number of buyers, number of sellers, is approximately a 6-month inventory. In resort towns like Park City, it's about a 9-month inventory. So we're seeing a third of that is our current inventory. So not a lot of choices out in the Jeremy Ranch area. Good news if you're a property owner thinking about selling, however. Sold prices have been all over the place, from $325,000 all the way up to $2,587,000. Keep in mind, this is not just the Jeremy Ranch neighborhoods. It picks up Red Hawk, and it picks up Moose and the trails at Jeremy Ranch and a few other areas there that are still regarded as, from a real estate point of view, as a Jeremy Ranch area. This is where the median sold price gives us a little more balance by that extremely high sell. So the median sold price for this whole area is $725,000. Now that's up 15% from the previous year, which was $671,000. So very nice news, good news for the Jeremy Ranch marketplace. Lot sales in Jeremy are up 60% over last year's sales. We had 16 sales this past 12-month period. We had 10 the year before, so that's the increase of 60%. Lots are selling at a pace of one sale every 23 days, so just about every 3 weeks there's a lot sale. That also is very good, especially compared to other Park City neighborhoods. There are currently 14 lots on the market, so this equates to an 11-month inventory, very different than the 3-month inventory that we saw with homes, but not that far out from a balanced market. And those of you who have been following lot sales over the past years, this is significantly improved from past years. Lot sales have ranged from $115,000 all the way up to $1.9 million. Again, the $1.9 million is an unusual one, but it's factual, so it's reported here. But if you use the median sold price of $251,000, that gives you a proper number to use if you own land and you're wondering a little bit what your values might be. That's up, by the way, by 52% from the year before, where the sales were $165,000, now $251,000. So really nice increase. Again, shortage of homes is causing that people to look for lots to build their homes on in Jeremy Ranch. Now, if you would like to receive a printout of the homes and lot information I've just presented here, where you'll see the exact homes, the details, pictures, price, you name it, send me an email at ron@thewilsteinteam.com. I'll be happy to send that to you by email. You can print it out, or you can look at all the pictures of each property, whatever you prefer to do. I do want to share, as I'm wrapping up now, a way that you can get information about Jeremy Ranch instantly whenever you wish. We do these webinars approximately every 6 months, so you may be interested in an update earlier. You can go to the website and get it. All you want to do is bookmark BuyParkCityRealEstate.com/Jeremy Ranch or thewilsteinteam.com/Jeremy Ranch. That would take you directly to the page that I've created on my website dealing specifically with the Jeremy Ranch area. let's just take a look at that page real quickly. Here's the website, and if you did the / Jeremy Ranch, it would take you directly here, and you have a little bit of information about Jeremy Ranch, and you've got these 4 buttons here. The green one at the top left would, if you clicked on that, you'd be watching this webinar in essence. If you want current information at any time, you can click the blue button, which I'll hover over, it changes color. And if you're interested in just searching for homes or condos in the Jeremy Ranch area, you pick whichever is the appropriate button there. I'm just going to go down a little bit lower. Here's where the search comes into play. There's a total of 36 listings in the Jeremy Ranch area. Again, this is homes, condos, and land. It starts at the most expensive and works down. You can change that on your end if you want to do it differently. But up here, you have different price points. So let's say I wanted to search in the $1 million to $1,500,000. I click that. Now that's all that I'm looking at. And you just scroll down and you see the properties there. And you can click on any number of them. And let me just do this one here on Daybreaker. If I click on the picture or the address or this maroon button here, it takes me to the property, and I get a lot of good information here. I get the price, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, the square footage, year it was built, and you notice that what happens is as it goes to these pages, you can look at pictures up close if you want, and it will begin to scroll through the different pictures that are on the site here, so you can see exactly what the properties look like. Now what you can also do is you can inquire if you want more details. You can request a showing, or you may want to choose to keep keep a list of properties on the website. You can register and you can mark the properties that are your favorites, and you can add them on just by clicking that button. If you go a little bit lower down, you'll get more details on the property, and eventually you'll come to a place where you can ask for more details or request a showing. So you get that on every single property that surfaces here, so it's very, very handy. And what a lot of people like about my website is this bird's eye view feature here, where once I click on that, I'm now looking at the property. The property is right here, but I can see everything that's around it. I can see that there's open space here on one side and also down through here. If I want, I can take a closer look and I can move it around, and it's very interesting. People like to see what's around a property, and here you get real far away. We won't go that far, but that's a nice feature that people like. So back to the Jeremy Ranch homepage. If you want information on pending transactions, closed sales, you won't find that on the website. These are only active listings, but this is when you would choose the blue button here, send me current sales data on the Jeremy Ranch area. You click on it and you come to this form here. It's very simple. You fill in your name and your email address. It's auto-filled mine. You can put your mailing address if you want. I do a quarterly newsletter. If you want to receive it, it comes in the mail. You may do it, but you don't have to do that. And then for inquiry, you go to subdivision and you might type in Jeremy Ranch, or if you're looking for any other area. If you're a buyer, you choose buyer. If you're a property owner, a seller, you don't have to be selling, but you might get different information if you identify yourself one way versus the other. And then in the comments, just comment on what information you'd like. We'll send it to you, get it off right away, and then you just click submit form and I'll receive that. So you can pick up the phone, you can send an email, you can use this, whatever you find to be the most attractive and easy way to deal with this. And with that in mind, let me just mention that if you're interested in learning how much your Jeremy Ranch property is worth in today's market, send me an email, ron@thewillsteinteam.com, or call me. My toll-free number is there, 800-535-0151, and I'll be happy to arrange a time to come see your property, provide you with that information. There's no cost, there's no obligation, but we will do that upon request. So let me know if that's of interest to you. And as I wrap up, let me simply mention our monthly Park City Market Talk webinar. It's about a 20-minute webinar We update it once a month on the second Tuesday of the month. And what we cover in that is we do an overview of the Park City market. So the first half of this webinar today, we cover that, but it's updated every single month. So when there's changes in the marketplace, you can see them right away. And then we have special topics that we address that are either in the news and getting a lot of attention, or we're getting a lot of questions about it, and we'll discuss it on the webinar. So it's a quick informational video, and I think you'll enjoy that. If you want to get a reminder, let us know. We'll email that to you. If you want to watch some of our past webinars on a variety of topics, just go to our archive section on the website, and they're all there for you. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar. Again, we're here to help in any way that we can. And enjoy your, as the snow's melting outside, enjoy your spring and summer months. Bye-bye.